Alright. Hey everyone, Wanderbot here, and welcome back to Solo Scrap Mechanic. So we're going to finish off this X-Wing today. It's going to take some amount of work. I know I can hit that piece, but it's really hard. Maybe not. The hitboxes don't seem to be kind to me. Oh wait, no. I know what we can do. Let's open up the wings. Nope, that's the wrong one. There we are. Okay, do I still have the seat on the back to make getting on top easier? Yes. Okay, cool. Let's see. So, obviously, gonna have to fill in these. Oh, we're missing some curved ramp blocks. You know what? I probably left them out because I don't know reasons. I must have left them out just because. Oops, we have multiple little collision blocks in there. They weren't important to the basic form last time, and I was really just rushing to get everything like sorted. Anyway, so let's finish painting all of these off. Won't take too long. We still got the R2 unit. Let's make it a little bit lighter. It's interesting how drastic the lighting can be. There. Wow. Okay. Anyway, yeah, I should be able to just paint everything in here. Now, obviously, like, X-Wings are not supposed to be this much of a tan, but we really don't have much of a choice. I did say I'm tempted to do, like, a Poe Dameron paint job and stuff like that, and I still am, but it's kind of one of those where that's kind of a low priority right now. I just want to get this thing visually finished off, and then, I want to fly off with it. And see, you know, how things look, how things work. I mean, realistically, it's probably not going to work any better than the R-Wing. It might work a little bit better than the R-Wing, just because the R-Wing was awkward. Oh shoot, I'm gonna have to cut off some pieces on the bottom here, so we have landing gear. I didn't even think about it, but yeah, we're gonna want landing gear for reasons. Okay. So this is the last of the low collision blocks, I believe. So landing gear is important. We're gonna get rid of that. You know what? Okay. I'm gonna extend the back of the X-Wing by 1. I don't think I'm gonna go further than that though. Just because I don't think it needs it. Okay, we just want regular. Oh, I should probably also make it that the backside opens up entirely. Just so we actually have like a means of getting in and out of this thing. So we'll do that there. Let's see. We've got low collision blocks. I guess I'm just gonna do invisible bearings and we'll go from here. And this means I can cut. Oh, I'm always a little bit leery. Oh, okay. I forgot I paneled this off. Oh my God. Serious. It's serious. Okay, that's really frustrating. Alright, well, let's cut this off. I forgot, deleting around low collision blocks requires extra care. For, I would say, obvious reasons, but maybe you guys haven't spotted it yet. Yeah, I had accidentally deleted part of the windshield. That's good stuff. Okay, whatever. This doesn't take too long. It's what? Right side, right side. We don't need the extra engines. I've already got a spare on the list. There we are. Okay. Yeah, originally I wanted the cockpit to open up, and you know what? If I wanted to, I could almost have the cockpit open and close like this front compartment, but I don't think I'm gonna do that just because it would be a pain in the butt. Okay, so I think I deleted something extra in here, but for the life of me I can't see it immediately, which means let's just leave it for the time being. Okay, so I am gonna have to put blocks in here, but I think we've got a better alternative if we just give it a moment. Okay. Yeah. This is actually super helpful. I wanted to paint these while we're here. It looks like we're gonna have to do a little bit of other paintings too, but this is fine. Okay, so we're not missing any pieces here. Yeah, so let's apparently they're S foils, not X foils or whatever. My bad. Okay, so we can get in currently. So we really only need panels in some very specific spots. And hopefully that won't mess with anything. So I'm gonna do just panels across like this. Because what we can do is have these internal panels, and this won't do much apart from just block off the like weird visual effect. Because like originally you could actually see through into the X-wing. I really didn't have much of a solution for that, but this way we can have panels, internal panels that actually like do something, and we don't have to worry about collision. Interesting. Can I do that? I don't want to do that though. Okay. Okay, but yeah, this way no collision issues, and you can't see into the X-wing from the outside. At least on the side. This thing wouldn't be space-worthy if we had to worry about airtightness. Luckily, the dwarves can't breathe, and even if they could, nobody would care. I don't know. It'd be interesting if they actually introduced respiration as a mechanic to this game. But I think that would be a grave misstep. Okay, looks like that's all good. This is all good. We can get in here, and you know what? I can actually put a seat in here, probably. Let's see, what do we want? Racing driver seat? Probably racing driver seat. It's a little bit low, and I'm a little bit inside of it, but whatever. That'll have to do. And yeah, this looks reasonable. Because yeah, I don't think I can put it up any higher. Let's delete the seat for a second. I just want to see. If I put a block here, can I put the racing driver seat? I can. Oh. Interesting. Okay. I didn't realize that I'd actually be able to fit the racing driver seat one tile higher. Or not. Maybe it was just right there. Okay. I don't even know what block I'm putting down at this point. Okay, let's try this again. Yeah, it doesn't seem to want us. So maybe it was a product of the placement. Maybe it was any number of things. I don't know how I managed to get that up that high. Alternatively, now it's totally busted. That's weird. Okay, whatever. Let's do that. I should probably get rid of the brace at some point. Yeah, I want to just have a little bit more space in here, because yeah, all of a sudden I have... What? That's different. It won't let me put this thing inside anymore. Well... Oh, wait, there it is. Okay, that was weird. So maybe I can put it up here. There was just, like, a weird issue. Okay, there we go. That looks really nice. Look at that. And then we just pop out as normal. Wow, that could not be more flush if I tried. Alright, so we got these runners here. Let's get some 1x3 ramps, I think. Because if I do 1x3, whoops. There we go. No, we don't want red. We want tan. If I do the 1x3, I'm gonna delete the seat for a second. This might screw up. It might be totally fine. It's totally fine. Okay, there we go. So now that we've got a nice little runner system, we've got stuff like that. The only other consideration I would have is maybe adding something to the blocks that I'm currently interacting with, like switches, maybe? But this is fine. Okay, so I do not have my connector tool anymore. Well, that's fine. Okay, so let's hook up switch 1 to these, as well as the thrusters. So we should be able to turn, and we should be able to go forward, which is good. Okay, so if I press 1, closes this. If I press 2, S foils into attack position. Currently looks good. Doesn't look like we've got any unpainted blocks. And if I press W, things start jittering weirdly. Well, that surprises no one. Okay, let's see. So I guess the easiest option here, we need some thrusters. I'm gonna go with, now I could have some internal thrusters. Could work. I mean, it's gonna show through no matter what. But I kind of want to have the thrusters be internal, like along here. So I'm gonna put 2 right here. Is this the right config? Yeah, it is. Okay, so I'm gonna have 2 right there, and then 2 towards the back. We don't want we don't want too many thrusters for obvious reasons. Probably. Ooh, yeah, do we want to... Actually, I want to say the stability glitches are almost tied to that. Okay. Let's... You know, we've got switches the entire way here. We might as well actually almost commit to this design. Oops. That is the wrong rotation, though. There we are. Still the wrong rotation. There we go. Okay. Yeah, I might as well hide some of the switches in and along this route. It'll give us a little bit of visual texture, maybe. And also, it's just an easy way to locate them along the way. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know. This is probably going to send me skyward real fast. But you never know. Oh, right. I've actually got to hook that up. Don't know what... Oh, yeah. Number 4 would probably be the back. No. Okay. So the back is really heavy. Front, less so. Let's put these up by 1. Back is still leaning. Okay. Yeah, my worry is that even with these mid-located thrusters, it just starts leaning back. Yeah, that's a problem. Okay, huh. Well, I could just hide him in the ceiling. Sure. Straight in the back. Oops, that's not what I wanted. Let's see. Let's get this entire mess up. You know what? I'm gonna rethink these, I'm going to rethink this hard. That sucked. Okay, so I'm going to rethink these buttons. Yeah, I double tapped it. That was a bad move. Okay, so we want 2 layers of these. And then we want our welding tool. Oh, I messed up. That was dumb. Which side has the... That's the low collision block, so we want to weld here. There we go. Okay. Yeah, that could have been better. Oh well. Let's see. Looks like we're going to the bottom left. Yeah, I should have thought about this when I was originally laying everything out. Right. They can't be touching. They have to be separated by 1 degree. I remember now. Okay, and then it's like 15 degrees here. They really messed that one up. Oh, that's okay. Dang. Shoot. If... I really wish you could almost have, like, 2 different lifts here. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. We have a problem. What I'm gonna do is just expand these all out by 16 degrees. This way it should be a fair bit easier figuring out which ones are the more bungled variety. Okay, so you're busted and you're busted. Okay, there we go. Now it's correct. And then we also need to have... Okay, so this goes to 2, this goes to 1. 1 goes to this. Should bring it back up. Okay, there we go. Let's repaint this. Didn't realize we had some regular blocks this far down. Okay. So everything can be brought back to that singular degree. Because while it's on the lift, it doesn't lag at all. But the moment we take it off, it becomes a problem. Okay. That's fine. No bearings connected. This one. Okay. And it's like... It's not quite 90. It's like 85. Right? That's the wrong direction. Okay, it's a little bit less than 85. Or a little bit more than 85. Let's go for like 88. What do we think? Yeah, 88 looks really good. Like maybe I could spring 87, but I think 88 is fine. Okay, so we've fixed our mistakes. You know what? Before I do anything else, I'm going to save this. Okay. So we've saved it. We still need landing gear. Honestly, yeah. Well, we'll deal with that for later. Okay. So this time, instead of making the same mistake... I'm gonna... So the main problem earlier was just, it was hard to differentiate all of the buttons from each other. Made it kind of a pain in the butt. And I didn't like that. So this way, this should work. Okay. So now when we press number 3, which I guess we gotta connect, we should fly. A little bit on the fast side. But that makes sense. Okay, so let's actually try... oh god. I forgot, don't hit the ground too hard. Bad stuff happens. Okay, landing gear, probably important. You know what? Instead of even letting it drop a smidge, we're gonna do that. There we go. Okay, yeah, so let's turn these off. Or all the way down to the bare minimum. And let's try taking off again. Nada. Okay, so those were actually pretty load-bearing. I'm gonna bring these up by 1. Wow, they were incredibly load-bearing. Okay. Bring these up by 2. Yeah, ideally we want to make something that barely flies. Okay, looks like the front needs a little bit more lift than the back. Okay. So we press 1, we press 2, and then it doesn't go very fast. Huh. These wings might be a touch long. Now I'm looking at it. Yeah. They're a touch long. Okay, well, anyway, we're... You know what, let's keep this up a little bit. Let's actually see what a crash landing does with the X-foils up. Hopefully it'll be able to survive... Oh, jeez. The answer is no. Okay. Could not survive. They get jammed into each other. So we might almost want to make a, I don't think it would be terribly possible to make like an emergency landing situation. Okay, whatever. Let's lift for a second. I wanted to do X-foils. Whoa, what? I don't know. Did you suddenly just decide you didn't feel like doing work anymore. There. Oh, well, that would explain some things. I think one of these is busted. Okay, let's put it back on the lift. Yeah, unfortunately, making transformations like this never exactly go well. Okay, there we go. But yeah, I think looking at this, we're going to want to shorten the wingtips by, like, half. I'm not going to take off any of the ramps, but I do think I'm going to shorten this down to, like, about here-ish. Probably. Let's save it, and then let's take a look at what it looks like. Because, yeah, right now it's just a little bit on the wide side, and that's not great. And then we'll get the back panel on and some other things. Okay. Yeah, so let's just cut these free. It looks like I just cut off, what, 3 panels worth? Looks like that. Okay. Hopefully they don't glitch out while I'm cutting them free. Or anything like that. Okay, there we go. Okay, so what this is gonna do... What? That's not... I want to delete this. Oh. Interesting, because it's colliding with the lift wrong, it's not functioning right. Okay, yeah. So let's do the same thing. 3 off the end. Wait, wasn't it let's count. So we want 3 full panels remaining. I cut at the 4th mark. So 1, 2, 3. Okay, yeah. So we're going to cut right here. So it isn't that I cut 3 off, it's that there was an excess of 3. We cut it down the middle. Okay, this should bring it a little bit closer to home. If we need to, I will just reset it to what it was. But I think this is going to look a little bit more reasonable. Because I don't think I'm going to go to the excess of, like, cutting the ramps down. Mainly just because we don't have a 6 ramp, and that'd be hard. This problem. This is my favorite problem. This is not actually a big deal, though. Okay. So now that we've got the wings better, yeah, that looks a lot more realistic. Originally, those wings were just a little bit on the long side, and I didn't want to deal with it. Okay, so we can do calisthenics, which is stupid, but whatever. I'm actually really pleased with how balanced this thing is, but I guess it makes sense. Okay. So, next up, let's put it on the lift, and let's figure out. We got a couple of things to do here. Let's see. Okay. Well, I guess I'm gonna start with the, back ramp. We could... Okay, so we have a couple of things we can do. Let's see. How tall is this? 1, 2, 3, 4. It's 4 tall. 2, 3, 4. Okay, and let's attach this bearing to whatever number 1 is. I think it's that one. It's not exactly good landing gear, but it'll be fine. Okay, so normally we want it to be at like -60 degrees. Alright, let's see. Wow, that was aggressive. Those stability glitches really do not seem to be making much of a difference here. I might almost be forced to sneak some more in, just to keep things going. Okay, so the other option, the other spot, is actually right here. We've got a pair of really nice looking we've got a pair of 8 length ramps. What I can use is these will just open up as well. We're gonna have a weird hole. But I guess no, you know what? We can hide the weird hole where we need to. Okay. This worries me. Can I work? Okay, cool. I can weld them together. Okay, we're gonna weld this to number 1. Okay. And we're gonna have this at like -30 or something like that. Which is almost immediately gonna bug out weird. Alright. Let's try that again. Oh, wait, did I do that wrong? Nope, I didn't. Okay. There we go. Oh, look at that. And the angling is pretty much perfect. Okay, so yeah, it's not perfect landing gear. It looks a little doofy. But honestly, it's either this or something a little bit more obvious. And I'm pretty down with a design that's hard to see normally. I've always been a fan of secret functionalities whenever I can manage them. Okay. There we go. So I guess what we should probably do is program in the... So, +30. And we want it to do 60, 150. Probably. Okay, so when we let it down, landing gear comes down real quick. We get stuck on the guns, but that's fine. So if I do 3 to lift off a little bit, and we press 1. Seamless. I think I may still want to put some visual elements on it, but that's okay. This thing also barely gets any lift off too, which is actually really nice. So like, we're not going to be flying up too high, too fast. Let's see. What do we want to do next? I guess the next thing we'd probably like to do... We're going to need some more thrusters in here. Not many, just a small amount. Yeah, okay. The only problem is fitting them in a spot. Because we want thrusters that are pointed directly upwards, so we can go back down if and when we need to. This way we can force ourselves to go directions if needed. So I'm just gonna sneak in 2 over here. It's a little weird, but it makes sense. Okay, and I'm just going to keep them at regular strength, probably. So this way, if we press 4, we should be able to, force ourselves to go back down. Yep. Okay. Because, yeah, neutral buoyance is really hard, but if I have an X-Wing that... more or less stays buoyant no matter what. Turning is good, but yeah, so if I press 4, we start going back down again. And this way I can control my height. Okay, so things are good. Let's go back up to the top of the mountain for a second. We need to put a last coat of paint on this thing, and I think I'm also going to make the back look a little bit nicer. Because currently it's just this flat thing. It's a little bit short. But honestly, at this point, too many changes are going to make it look kind of weird. Okay, there we go. Let's see. Okay, I guess it's easiest if I put this on a lift. So, I think the easiest way for me to make a, I think the easiest way for me to make something that looks kind of nice... is probably just to put paneling here. I'll have to figure out what exactly I want to do beyond this, but that's okay. So we're going to do that. It's interesting how one goes up faster than the others. Okay, so let's lift this off the ground a bit, and let's take a look at our options. So yeah, what I can do, actually pretty easily, is this. I'm going to get rid of the internals here. Okay, we're going to want regular blocks up to that point. There's no easy way to get on this sucker, is there? I should maybe put a secret seat. Fuck. Alright, whatever. Maybe I should put a secret seat. Just hiding somewhere in here. Anyway, what we can do is 1x1 ramps. Or corner ramp, whatever things. One there. One there. And then these. Okay, there we go. So yeah, it rounds it off a little bit. And this way it doesn't have this just weird, abrupt stop. It's not quite on model, but I'd still rather have this than otherwise. Now the last thing what we could do is just cover the butt of the X-Wing in like controllers and beepity boops. I don't know how worthwhile that would be. Oh, right. You know, I'm gonna leave it as such for the time being. Should probably actually put a... Oh, God. Yeah, there's no way to get in here, is there? Okay. Yeah, sure. Let's get some switches up in here. I'm just gonna put in 2 latch switches so we have at least a little bit of a visual variety, even if it is... Whoop, even if it is, you know, barely anything. But this way... Can't do that, can I? Well, it's okay. If I need to open up the landing gear... We just gotta... Get... Okay. We gotta paint this, apparently. There we go. Landing gear. Not great. But it'll do. Actually, you know what? Let's swing 87 degrees. That way it'll be a little bit easier to reach the buttons. Okay, and yeah, I'll just leave it like that. Everything looks good. Alright, I guess the last thing to do... I've been meaning to do this since I first took it for a test run. Okay, there we go. Nope. Close the everything. Looks like the back closes up. Fine. Alright. Oh, you know what? No. We have one more finishing touch to put on this X-Wing. I mean, it works perfectly. Now, there are a couple of things that I can do. And I say can with the most amount of, like, trepidation possible. But, I could technically actually convert this into an MJM gimbal flyer. However, I don't know how to do that. So I'm not going to. I like how the, I like it how the wings actually gave us a little bit of bounce off the ground. I should see if I can mess with that someday. But yeah, a gimbal flyer could actually have some interesting potential. I'm gonna bring it like 35. There we are. That seems reasonable. Okay. Yeah. There's one other thing that I can actually do in here. There it is. Yeah, I'd totally forgotten that this part exists, just because I almost never use it. But... it's not going to look right. Exactly. But, close enough. Yeah, it's not going to be able to fire green lasers either, which is unfortunate. But that's fine too. Okay, let's hop back in this thing, take it for a spin. And I'm going to have to figure out what to do next. Alright. So it's 5? Yep. Technically, I should put it on a repeater. Or, honestly, I should have put these on a button. But yeah, so we can have machine guns on the tips of our X-Wing. You know what? I'm just proud of what I've done so far. This thing is cool. It obviously could be better. But honestly, for my purposes, this is as far as I'm going to go. I prefer to have a totally stabilized flyer. I missed painting one block. I guess I should probably go back and do that. But yeah, I could actually do the MJM gimbal flyer setup. But I don't know how to do that, and that would take a lot of time to, like, reverse engineer and stuff. And at some point I probably will. Maybe with Bird, when Bird's actually feeling, you know, up to a challenge as opposed to his usual, don't give no dangs. Okay. Huh. Alright. New idea. It's getting stuck on the ramps. Whoops. I'm supposed to have that switch pulled. I guess that could have caused issues, though. Did it not? There we go. Okay. So, here's the issue. We've got one last issue to deal with, and honestly, this is a really easy one to solve. Yeah, we were running into collision issues here with these ramps, so we'll fix that. I actually thought this was going to take more time and effort, but I guess since I wasn't trying to make it directly pilotable, making a functional X-Wing actually doesn't take too much effort. Yeah, so there we go. I'm going to bring the front landing gear down by another 5 degrees. There we go. Yeah, that seems about reasonable. But yeah, this leaves us with a really good back hatch to pull from. No more collision issues, so we don't have to worry about anything. Oh, it feels good. Yeah, okay, yeah, so I was gonna say this. Oh, I goofed, didn't I? Yeah, I goofed. I goofed real hard. We need to save this. Okay. So let's just save this as an X-Wing. I know technically I've been saving it as X-Wang and stuff like that, but honestly, no. I'm going to be very, very particular with this. Okay, yeah, so the last caveat for all of this is, you know, I'm talking about not being able to, I'm talking about not being able to turn this into the gimbal flyer that I'd like to turn it into. So the caveat is, if any of you guys see this and want to make this into a gimbal flyer and actually have it function, be my guest. Just make sure you send it to me. Because I would love, absolutely love, to be able to fly this thing and actually have it do, like, cool shit. But I don't have the time to make something like that. I'm just gonna do my weird ramp tricks. Just so we have kind of this nice back thing. Looks like it could take a hit. I like it. Okay. And you pop out everything. Oh, right. There's one last thing. I'm looking it dead in the eye. Okay, there we go. Yeah, the ramp. So yeah, we could repaint this. We could do a lot of things, but I think right now I've done more than enough to be satisfied with this build. Yeah, maybe I should get some red on the wings. Maybe I should put some doodads here and there. But right now I got a flying X-Wing, and everything is good. So, see you guys next time, and as always, thanks for watching. Oh yeah, actually, I forgot I should probably mention this. Just as a fair warning for this upcoming week, you know, end of January 2017, I'm going to be out of state and away from my computer for the next week or so. Now, I'm going to be recording Scrap Mechanic while I'm gone, but I'm going to be at Bad Stainless's place. So there's a small chance that I'm just not going to be able to, I'm just not going to be able to record everything. So if the weekend hits and there aren't any episodes, I hope you guys understand why. And as soon as I'm back, we'll be back and working, and it'll be as if I'd never left. And Bird will be back, so that'll be fun. But yeah, so it might just be a little bit of no wander for a bit. I don't know. I'll hopefully be able to make enough content for it. Really, I just need to pick another one of these weird cosmetic builds and go from there. I know a lot of people have been, or one very vocal person has been demanding a Destiny build, and I might do that. I might not. I don't know. I'll think about it. I really do like the cosmetic builds when I'm alone though, because they're fun and, you know, gives me something really cool to share with everybody. Oh, right. I was going to update this, and I'm going to go make sure it's up on the workshop. So anyway, there's the fair warning, and like I was saying, see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.